Alright, welcome to the Poinsettia Lego Icons Botanical Series build. And I really wish that they would just make Botanical its own thing and not make it part of Icons, personally. That is already a nitpick I have, I know, but I gotta say it, that's something. And I can already see that I'm gonna not like something about this because even in the production image, they're showing a gray piece in this box art. So really interesting that they just can't make those pieces any other color. And I sort of understand for the sake of being able to build things, but there are cases where you're building things of the same color and a different shape all the time. It doesn't make sense to not make it a color that, well, works with the set at this point. I don't understand why they can't recolor pieces like the ball joint connections, which is clearly what this is. But anyway, let's get into this. I already know I have some thoughts on this, but I got more, so let's get into the speed build and then my thoughts. Here we go. Alright, it is done. So, yeah, I am just as frustrated with the little notch pieces as I thought I would be, though I will say it isn't the biggest of deals because the rest of it is actually overall pretty green and it's hard to see the blue or the Technic pieces overall. But down here at the bottom, it is so obvious when you see it. The gray is just, it's not supposed to be there, and I don't know why they, genuinely, I don't understand why they cannot make other colored versions of these connecting pieces. Even maybe the blue ones as well. At some point, I really am curious why they won't make other colored versions of them. And if somebody does have an answer as to why they genuinely won't make another color version of even just the joint pieces, because even just having some that are black with the ball and some that are gray with the ball just doesn't make any sense. It's just inconsistent and weird. So with that, now let's actually talk about the overall look of this. I think this is actually pretty great. I will say it does feel awkward holding it because this pot is so small. The flower pot is just so small compared to the flowers. So that I will say feels a little awkward, but putting it down and just looking at it, you know, set where it would, you know, normally be set, it feels just a little bit too big, right? And again, it's just the proportion of, I feel, the flowers to the pot size. Because normally if you got something this big, the pot would probably be at least 3 or 4 times the size of the one that is with this flower. So there is that, but I think overall this does look good. It gives the overall vibe pretty well, and I really like the use of the like ninja star things for the smaller versions of the flowers. I think that is super cool. But yeah, overall pretty good botanical series add-on, and definitely something I'm going to be putting out for this winter season, because I do think this is a nice flower, and even beyond winter. So yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. I am sure you know how the buttons work down there by now, so do click them as you please. Mr. HiYodaPanda, saying bye.